wildest moments in my youth that I think I'd be talking about marriage equality with a group of Mormons. Catholic to the core. I was a Catholic priest in this area for 20 years and wasn't allowed to marry. And I was here during the Hunthausen era. Archbishop Hunthausen got a lot of publicity in his day, and this would be in the 70s. He's the one that didn't pay his taxes because it was going for nuclear warheads, and he allowed a gay group called Dignities to come to sing as a firm to have a mass at the cathedral. I was the first chaplain for Dignity for 5 years. And but then I went to Peru. I got cold and lonely in the Andes, came back, got married to somebody I'd known for a long time, because I was no longer willing to pay the price of celibacy, which it was for me, not a gift but a burden, given the climate in our church, which had started out with Vatican II being very change-oriented, I thought, and I was helping that happen, to the brakes being put on and even pretty darn negatives, I feel. So when, that's my personal background in a nutshell. This Catholics for Marriage Equality was born by friends of mine that I've known 20, 30 years, who were having, they went out to dinner, they were having dinner together in one of their homes, I don't know. They keep saying, well, we had too much wine. They were talking, they were really upset about the idea that this law was going to be challenged. So a Catholic governor signed this into law. The Catholic senator has been a leader on this issue for 10 years, Ed Murray. Some of us know him. We don't have really a relationship with the governor, but still, the fact that she's a Catholic was mentioned, as this has happened in a couple other states too, New York and New York, where some Catholic leadership has helped the law get in place. And we're outraged that our bishops kind of have the stage, like the voice of the church, and we felt there's a public perception out there that the Catholic Church is very anti on things gay and gay marriage in particular. So he mentioned Kathy Moorfield, she called me up one day and said, Kirby, I have to speak out. I'm outraged. This cannot be, I'm compelled to speak out. My faith is compelled. So we're presenting ourselves. Eventually we formed a group, we formed a legal ballot committee. You can go to we have in Washington the Public Disclosure Commission. You can find us on the web, and everybody who donated, this is true for everyone involved in this fight. You have to disclose your supporters and your expenses, and I'm the treasurer, and I'm the one doing that little piece of it. We got serious and found out, we don't have a stage. The bishops have pulpits. They have a way of getting we're good at church bulletins for people who go to church, get a bulletin, and now they're on many websites too. You don't have to go, you can read the bulletin. And the bishops are putting in inserts. And so we're not trying to reform the church, our particular effort. We're just trying to pass, it's a referendum said before. So we're not challenging the church's right to do its own marriage its way. For example, this weekend, the bishop's bulletin insert is all about Catholic matrimony. So we have produced an alternative. It's on marriage. And we're sending this out. So over time, we've accumulated, like Scott was saying, an email list and people in parishes who are working to get another voice out there, a different Catholic voice than just the bishops and what they say. Sometimes we feel like David and Goliath. We've gone, because we can't use that as we're David, and the bishops as our apparatus, and the money is Goliath. So we've had to raise money. We haven't raised a lot. If we could raise more, we could do more, but we've raised $30,000. We've done gotten 1,000 signatures of Catholics, basically through our Facebook. Got a tremendous younger, we're all old straights. We just said, we don't like what's happening to our church, our basic committee. But a Lutheran guy volunteered to help us with our webpage, and that's been one of our best. We got 2,000 likes. You know, the Catholic Church is a small group in Washington. In general, church people, we're the most unchurched state in the country. At least we have been. We're not the most, we're close to it. Because people find God in the outdoors. So we say, yeah, we find love everywhere. Love in same-sex marriages is still love. And God is there too. So that's our message. We're not trying to reform the church. We're not trying to start a fight with the bishops. We're just trying to encourage, like you say, give permission to the Catholics who already have this sense of, hey, we can't be excluding people, and we can't be bringing this politics right into the church. The bishop asked parishes to take up the petition to get this on the ballot in churches. That really riled a lot of people, and a number of pastors just didn't do it. And the bishop here said, well, okay, do what you think is pastorally best. So we don't have a real hardcore bishop here. In Yakima, it's a little different story. We've got 3 dioceses. Yakima's in the center of the state. He's pretty hard-nosed. And one in Spokane, he talks about dialogue, but they don't really provide a way to have dialogue. No way could we get in their media or parishes conduct forums where both sides could be discussed, which is a traditional Catholic way of handling a vote with moral implications. No, they were just telling people how to vote, and that doesn't go well. So the polls show consistently the Catholics, majority of Catholics are for marriage equality. In fact, among the religious denominations, as a group, Catholics are the most in favor of marriage equality. So we're trying to encourage people to say, hey, you're not alone, folks. We're right on this. We got something to say without demeaning the other side. So that's been, I don't know if there's anything else I can say about our tactic. You may have questions. The purpose of gathering the 1,000 signatures was to produce ads, and we have one. We're waiting to kind of late in the campaign. We got media advice. We've cooperated with the major campaign, Washington United for Marriage, on timing and the main message. And so if they want to attack the bishops, that's their business. We'll just say we disagree with our bishops. Not anything more harsh.
And they've made it really clear, at least to me, that they have no intention at all of doing anything towards, in negative towards faith or faithful or members of any leaders even in the church.
We're doing it out of our faith. We think this is what's in Catholic Church called prudential decision. You know, what's best for the community. Why are we, civil marriage? That's what it's about. Later, we got other things to deal with.
Yeah.
In the church.
So do we.
I'd like to sort of